Good morning and welcome to another Child of the Week Assembly. I realise today that we've only got 3 weeks and 3 days left of this year to go, and it's been a mammoth year, I think. I'm conscious that everybody has gone above and beyond, and it's been really tough. And I want to say a big thank you to you for the determination and the resilience that you've all shown against all odds. That's a little bit what my assembly is about today. It's about keeping calm and carrying on. But before we begin, we start our liturgy. And we say together, in the beginning when God created all things, he said, let there be light. And there was light. Let your light shine. God is light, and in him there is no darkness. Let your light shine. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Let your light shine. So my assembly today, keep calm and carry on. And I've got a number of posters here that I found on the internet. Keep calm and carry on, keep calm and eat chocolate. Keep calm and go running. Keep calm and eat cupcakes. Keep calm and stay smiling. Keep calm and drink tea. It's become quite a rage, these keep calm posters and quotes. You can get t-shirts and mugs and all sorts of things with these sayings on. But I wonder if you realise where this all began. Well, it began back in World War II when there were posters that were made to boost the morale of the people who were living through that dreadful time. And the Ministry of Information was asked to design 3 posters that would strengthen the morale, the sort of the perseverance, the resilience of the people during the war, just in case there was a big disaster, like a mass bombing. One of the posters was keep calm and carry on. Another one, your courage, your cheerfulness, your resolution will bring us victory. Freedom is in peril, defend it with all your might. Now, these posters were never actually used. They were kept in storage all the way through the war, but they were there just in case they needed to get them out and get people on board. Well, even today, our government uses posters to try and get people on board the message that they're wanting to proclaim. And during COVID times, we've had these, and I'm sure you know some of them: stay home, protect the NHS, save lives. And hands, face, space, and more recently, fresh air has been added to that one. And then just over the weekend, I've seen this one: grab a jab at the local drop-in clinic, urging people to go and get vaccinated. They're adverts that remind us to do something, to work together and to achieve an aim. And we see them on the television, we see them on posters around the place. Televisions didn't become popular until after the war. I bet you find that difficult to believe. And when I was a little girl, there was only one programme on a week for children. It was called Watch with Mother. It's very different nowadays, but televisions weren't really something that everybody had in their houses. So posters were a way of keeping people's spirits high and trying to keep them positive and hopeful. And there were some posters that were introduced during the war, and I bet some of the Year Sixes know this because you've studied the World War II. And they were to encourage people to grow their own food because there was rationing and people didn't have a lot to eat. A little bit like nowadays when people are using allotments a lot more. And one poster was dig for victory, and this big foot on a spade. And there were posters around about Potato Pete making good soup and Dr. Carrot to keep children well. People were also encouraged to save and recycle paper, metal, even bones. And this was a popular poster at the time because these things could be recycled to make planes and guns and tanks and ships and ammunition. And everybody wanted to do their part, do their bit. And another one, go through your wardrobe, make, do, amend. Sewing, making other clothes out of the ones that you've grown out of. It's hard to imagine how people would have felt in cities across the UK during World War II. I'm sure they would have felt frustrated, angry at all the bombing and having to go down into shelters at night, scared for their lives and the lives of others in their family. And those posters encouraged action and helped keep that hope alive, made people feel that in some way they were contributing, and that when the war was over, they would have done their bit. Very much part of it. What we mean when we say keep calm, from those posters at the very beginning, or calm down. In school, we've got calming cat materials that we use, and our zones of regulation, and they help us to see how we're feeling deep down, and to regulate those feelings, and to take measures, take steps to calm. I wonder what the opposite image of is in your head of keeping calm. Imagine if we had a fire at school and the teachers were going around and saying, don't keep calm, run around, panic, try to find out your own way. There'd be a real sense of panic with everybody running around, not knowing what to do. Chaotic, but that's not how we do it. When our fire alarm goes off, your teachers are calm. We walk out quickly and quietly, and we know what we're doing. We get into lines and we follow our teacher. We might still have a bit of a panic inside us if we're not too sure what's going on, but and that keeping calm might not put the fire out if there was a fire, but at least it would help us to keep safe. Well, during the war, it must have been difficult not to let frustrations and anger get in the way of people going about their daily lives. We don't live with that threat nowadays in England, but we still battle with our own feelings of anger and frustration. And that slogan, keep calm and carry on, is still as important today as it was then. During this week's assemblies, we're going to think a little bit about how we can keep calm and overcome our own feelings of anger or frustration, things that get in the way of us being our best selves. And so our time of reflection. Just stop and think. See if you can imagine the emotions that people might have felt during the war. And what kind of things make you angry and frustrated? I wonder what sort of slogans you might find helpful to help you to keep calm and carry on. Let's bow our heads and I'll say a prayer. And if you want to join in with that prayer, then please say Amen at the end. Dear God, we think about the feelings that people living in areas of war must have even today. Feelings of frustration and fear and anger. Remembering the bad times should motivate us to work hard for peace wherever we are. We think of areas around the world that are at war now and hope that the fighting will come to an end. May we also work to bring peace into our own lives and the lives of our family and friends. Amen. I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer, and if you'd like to join with me, then please do so. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Just before we move on to our Child of the Week, I wanted to show you some pictures of quotes in a book that's become quite a favourite for me, and I know for lots of other people. It's called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. And I know some of the teachers at school really love this book. I was thinking about those slogans or posters or sayings that might help you to feel better about yourself when maybe you feel angry or upset. So these are some of my favourites. Those are dark clouds, said the boy. Yes, but they will move on, said the horse. The blue sky above never leaves. See this blue sky here? That's how we feel sometimes, isn't it? Those clouds, they threaten to really come down and cover us and make us feel bad. But they will move on, says the horse. And that blue sky, that sign of hope, is always there. This is a lovely one. Everyone is a bit scared, said the horse. But we're less scared together. That was something of the message during the war, when people were all scared, but somehow coming together, less scared together. And on that same theme, what's the bravest thing you've ever said? Asked the boy. Help, said the horse. We've got so many people in school, teachers, LSAs, midday supervisors, those in the office, people who care and love you and are there to help if you need help. So never be by yourself. And this one is a real favourite, and I've ended with it. Just move myself out of the way. Always remember you matter. You're important and you're loved. And you bring to this world things no one else can. Let me say that again. Always remember you matter. You're important and you are loved. And you bring to this world things that no one else can. Charlie Mackesy is the author of that book. So as we go into this week, and I'm just going to do the Child of the Week now, but do remember that you are special, you are unique, and you are loved. And so we begin in year 1 with Miss Berman's class. And Chloe is Child of the Week for her. And Miss Marsden has chosen Reuben. Well done to both of you. Miss Franklin has chosen Scarlett, and Mrs. Thomas and Mrs. Walker have chosen Lamara as their Child of the Week. Moving into year 3, Frankie is the Child of the Week for Miss Jakes and Miss Poole, and Martin is Child of the Week for Miss Crofts. Big well done there. In year 4, Mr. Lefebvre has chosen Alfie, and Sophie is chosen as his Child of the Week by Mr. Wright. In year 5, Mrs. O'Donoghue has chosen Alice. Alice, I really hope that you're hearing this today. Your bubble is closed and you're going to be at home. And Myla is the child of the week for Mr. Boyer. Finally, in year 6, Mrs. Epps and Miss Greenhill have chosen Theo, and Jack is child of the week for Mr. Nile. So big congratulations to all of you for shining your light brightly. And can I encourage all of you throughout the school to do the same and to shine your light brightly for yourself, for others around you, and to show kindness and care throughout the week. And I now finish, and I hope to see you sometime during the week when I'm in. All the best to you.